hard on the swag
Swag
and
and looks got you on the mental decline, like Wendy. That's what
no,
swag.
but seriously, you don't know what they gonna end up doing. You could get the nerd ninja that you thought this was gonna be cool, and you just don't know. I just need to
That
carry
is
around
so true, because
a
I would never
psychic with
thought
me.
that Nick Cannon that married Mariah Carey is the Nick Cannon that we see today with 8 baby mamas or whatever. So, it is a shot in the dark, but obviously you want to prime yourself for the best type of success. You want to put yourself the best foot forward.
Listen, I just hope that when my time comes that, I have someone who actually says they love me and they really care about me, because I mean that to them. That is what hurts my heart more than anything. No, I don't like Wendy. I never have, but I also don't want to see someone being hurt and fought over for the wrong reason. So on that note, I'm going to ask for everyone's final thoughts and where we can find you, because we could go on for 40 different days and 40 different nights on this one. I'm going to start with you, Joe. What are your final thoughts and where can we find you?
Well, my final thought is this. Going back to something that Lala said about, Cleveland being dusty from the start, and then following it up with what Constance said about, well, we at a point now where we can't do nothing about it. And both are exactly right. People are who they are in the beginning, and people do have the ability to change, and you have to work on that change. But if you ignore it, then it's never going to be any different than what it is right now. So you do reach a point where there's nothing that can be done, like where we're at right now. There's nothing that can be done. So each person involved, when you're in a situation when relationships go sour, each person involved has to then work on themselves as an individual and move towards their own individual peace. If the relationship is cooked, it's cooked. But before you get to the space where it's cooked, have these conversations early. Don't be afraid. Don't avoid conversations. Anything that makes you uncomfortable with inside of a relationship, you need to push that button and have that conversation. And then you can avoid going down the line and being in a situation like this one right here. It is avoidable. And there are plenty of marriages that have these conversations early, get the legal and financial situations straight so it's not an issue. It works out. And you can find me at my website, realuconsulting.com. I'm seeing clients worldwide. If you need a therapy session, if you need somebody to jump on your podcast or do some public speaking for you, I'm right here all the time.
And he said worldwide. He didn't say from coast to coast. He said worldwide. Go ahead and hit him up. You got a partner in Joe. Poor Joe. I'm sorry. I feel like we beat you up today, Joe.
You did not.
But we're so grateful to have you. Constance, you jumped in a little late, but you got a lot to say, sis. So what is your final thoughts and where can we find you?
Listen, it's very hard. I'm single. Right. And I was married 132 years, and it's really tough to try to gauge. And that's why I always say wait before you lay, because stigmatization is a real thing. You can really get caught up in some stuff. And trust me, it is so hard. It is so hard being out here and being single and having needs, but you never know